Hello. So I was asked to share an article about the AI problem that we are having and the fact that AI is now taking books, full-on books. There are websites that have books, and how I feel as an author, as someone whose book was taken and then not taken. I'm very lucky that the Writers Guild protected me and they got that removed from the site. Because the funny thing is the book wasn't even out. Is that how do you have a book for sale that isn't even out yet? So there's that. Honestly, it felt worse than I have stories and stories. So I did artwork for someone and I never got paid royalties for that. And that really, really hurt. So then having my writing stolen, that just took a bullet to my pride as a new person in the industry. It's just so important that creative people get paid their royalties. It's so important they get credit for the things they do. It doesn't matter if you're famous or not, you still deserve credit for the stuff you've done. I mean, there are tons of dead artists, dead poets who didn't become famous until they were long gone. But their children and other generations get to inherit that as long as they copyrighted it. So it's just so important that we make sure that creatives have the credit that they're doing and that we don't allow any type of theft, whether it's piracy, AI, or anything. So I was broken. I was really broken because I worked really hard, and my book Forgotten Babylon is very personal to me. It was a way to vent my emotions in a positive way. It was a way to show hope in a positive way, because I don't want to get into my personal situation because I'm still hopeful that it's going to improve. But that book was a way to light the tunnel that, hey, you know what? It's okay. My life isn't going the way it wants. That's okay. But maybe even if my life can't, maybe my book can show someone that they can change for the better and they can do the right thing, and a happy ending can occur from that, and they can embrace love versus going after people that are toxic for them or bad for them. So that's one of the messages in the book. The other thing is just that everyone has control of their lives. I purposely made the evil enchantress so much like my hero because I wanted to make a point that no matter how broken your life is and no matter how much you might fall under a certain category, you have the ability to be a good person. You have the ability to learn compassion, sympathy. You have the ability to do the right thing. You don't have to just go elsewhere and build something new and not work on what you currently have. But yeah, no, there was a lot of sadness because, like I said, that book has a lot of my heart in it, a lot of my soul in it, and I'm kind of hermit crab when it comes to sad. Like I write for people, I write things, I even role play with people, which obviously is just you making a story with someone else. But it's rare that I put my heart and soul into something, and when I've decided that, you know what, I'm going to be a writer on a level that can help people, on a level that can be appealing to people, that has messages to people, it just broke my heart to see that something that was, I'm not going to say AI is anti-humanity, but it was counterproductive to what I was trying to do with my book, the message I was trying to persuade with my book. And just like, wow, that just, it hurt me deeply. And also because I have plans for this book. I don't know if that will ever become a multi-universe, but it's something I've thought about. I do know that I want to make at least one more book full on with drawings. Hopefully more realistic than what the cover is. I have the ability to draw very realistically. It takes me a lot of time. But I don't want readers to wait forever for another edition, so that's why I was like, you know what, I've wrote these book chapters so far, let's go ahead and make a collector's edition. Let's go ahead and give them a little sneak peek on the expansion of this universe. in case this third book idea never comes to fruition. And I have so many book ideas in my head, it's not even funny. But when that happened, I fell into a dark hole. And my life has been a dark hole that I've been trying to pull myself out of. So to have that happen again is just, it's hard. It's really hard because I'm a doer, but I'm also a dreamer. I dream and then I do. I was like, okay, this is what I want, and this is what I'm going to do to get what I want. And once I know what I want, I don't back down. I would rather die than not complete a mission. And that goes for like my family life, my love life, and a lot of people don't get that, but that's what makes me happy. What makes me happy is I fix things and I finish what I start. I don't give up. That is my nature. And I think that's the problem with this whole AI battle is it's kind of forcing people to choose. Are you going to give into this future that there may not be any writers? Are you going to give into this future that actors are going to be animated? Are you going to give into this future that human jobs are going to be less? Those are the things you have to think about with these technology advances. And then you have to look at the cause and effect. Because what these large industries aren't looking at is that, okay, yeah, maybe we cut out the person, but where are those people going to get jobs now? Who's going to pay their bills? Are we going to have more of a poverty level? So I was walking down the street after doing a volunteer project for my little one. I won't go into details on that either because it's kind of a little bit of my personal life. And some of the people that are going to watch this, I don't know you personally. I do appreciate your support and fandom though. Like, I love all of you. Truly, genuinely, I do. I do try to keep a little bit of my life private though. I don't know if that will ever change, but that's just how I am currently. In any case, the number of homeless people that you saw walking just to the restaurant that my little one and I were going to, it was crazy. And she and I, of course, felt bad. So, like, I had, like, a couple bucks in my wallet. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to spread this out between them. I'm going to give them what I can. And that is the future we are possibly looking at if we do not regulate AI, is that there are people that are going to lose their jobs. Now, the upside with a lot of writers and a lot of actors and a lot of creators is that they have other avenues to make money. So they are not hurting as bad. And then they have a support network. So they have managed to strive and blossom despite the circumstances. But there are other people that are not as bright as that. There are other people that are not as capable of that. And that's what we need to consider. So honestly, what happened to me made me sad, angry, scared. And it's a rude awakening that that's not a world I want to live in. I want a world where people help people and there's expansion for people. I'm all for technology blossoming and blooming, but do it in a way that is good and productive and not in a way that is going to hurt humanity instead. We don't need to go back to the medieval ages where we have a high king who has all the wealth and then we have all these poor commoners. We don't need that. And it's not to say that I am correct in any fashion because I am no expert on this. But that is my logical mind thinking like, hey, that's what could happen and I don't want that. And I'm pretty sure none of you watching want that. On another note, I'm going to go ahead and put a link down below to the article. A lot of what I've said is not in the article, but since I was asked to express my thoughts about the incident, those are my thoughts, those are my feelings. And I'm going to go ahead and cut it off because it's getting close to 10 minutes and some of the places I post, after 10 minutes, they won't let you post it. I do hope to create more content as well, but we will see when this strike is over. Alright, I love you guys, stay safe, and just remember to be a good person overall and to improve your lives the best that you can. And don't speak ill of others, don't be cruel to others, that type of thing. Because it's childish, and, Again, I'm going on rants. I could go all day on different things about humanity and how we could be better. And maybe I will start to do a blog on that. I don't know. It's an idea given the whole strike. But yeah, those are my thoughts about AI. I think technology has potential, but we need to use it right and not in a way that hurts people because, like I said, we don't need to go back to the Middle Ages, as I have said. All right. I love you guys. Take care. Bye.